G'day everyone, Paul Stoner, CEO, Biggin and Scott's. You know me by now, and you know this guy sitting next to me. It's Russell Cambridge from the Richmond office.
Hey, Paulie.
Office of the month for July. Congratulations to the Richmond team and yourself. So the hot topic, here we are. We're start of August. All the press talking the market down. What's happening in Richmond?
What's happening in Richmond? Well, it's sort of like a heat wave. It's middle of winter and it was, 20 degrees today or something.
Windy out there today.
It's bizarre.
Yeah.
103 sales in 92 days, Paul, over the last 3 months. I think we've been Office of the Month the last 3 in a row.
That's right.
So the guys have done extraordinarily well. That's spring type results and figures. They're talking the market down. I don't think it's doing so badly in Richmond at all. Bit of an overreaction. Maybe other suburbs are feeling the pinch, but I believe they're saying that the market's down in our area about 1.5%. But houses, so it's apartments that have maybe off the wall.
Actually, I was just going to say,
I think I saw the median price had risen for houses. But that was last quarter.
Yeah, so part of the drop, and you've got to remember this is stats, and it's right across the market. So you look at all the apartments, and there's a lot of apartments selling in Richmond and the surrounding areas.
Correct.
That were sold to people. They bought it through their super. They paid overs for it by buying it through their accountant or whatever it may be, and they're taking a hit on it now. So that's driving those down slightly. Which would be interesting for the units. But your market in particular has stayed very steady. There's no doubt that there's been a softening in competitveness, I guess you would say, at the auctions.
Well, yes, 100%.
Yeah.
But we sell a lot before, we sell a lot straight after. A clearance rate in our office is still around that 72 to 80 mark.
Yeah.
I know they talk about 60% across the board, but in our area, no, we're still selling.
So don't fall for that. You're going to have to do your research on each particular area, because don't fall for Richmond's gone down 5%, because it hasn't. If anything, at maximum it would be 0.7% is the figures that are coming through. So be careful.
Correct, and and of course the apartment market had picked up in turnover because owners are willing to accept the lower figure. So the volume is still there, and we've got a huge market share. We're sitting on 54% for July in our market, in the auction market. 54% market share. So
let's talk about that activity. So to do 103 sales in 90 days. There's certain things that the team are doing. They're doing really well. It's quite basic, but your guys, they call everybody back. They make sure they do it
non-stop harassing. You've got to harass buyers to make sure they get there, and make sure you sell them the dream. Make sure you're selling them the sizzle, not just the sausage, and make sure they turn up at the auction. Whether they bid or not doesn't matter. As long as we've got someone there willing to buy it, we'll close the deal. And it sounds so basic, but I can tell you, if you're in office watching and you're wondering why your figures are down, you might want to have a look at that. Chase. Got to chase.
You've got to chase.
The interesting thing is we're doing spring-like figures, as I said before. I know the weather feels like spring, but we're doing spring-like figures. So I'm just a little bit worried that the guys are expecting a Christmas party in a week or two. But we're not there yet, guys. We've got a few more months, but it's only like 3 months
we don't have many.
We
don't have many. So we've got Spring Racing Carnival, Grand Final, Spring Racing Carnival coming. There's a lot of distractions.
Soccer's about to kick off again.
Yeah, soccer.
Just had to check that. Going to function tonight.
But mate, the team, you guys, you know what you're doing. You're doing it really well. And we say this in every video. If you really just want to pop in and have a look, sit in a corner while they're making their calls to see what they're actually talking about and how easy it is. It's not hard stuff. The new ones are joining a team. I was going to tell you, we've got a lot of stability in our team. We've actually shifted someone across from a more administrative role into sales, and we've had her sitting with Maddie. She's blown away by the processes that are in place to make it all work. We're running in Julie's team at the moment something like 12 campaigns on the go at this moment, and how we structure the organisation and the chase of the current ones that are going to auction. She's blown away by the pure tenacity that Maddie had on the phones that you were talking about. That's a great word. The tenacity is what you need in this market, and if you just need to be sitting down and having a look at the basics being done in your office, because that's where the action is.
We're loving it. Loving it.
So how are you looking for August?
Do you know what?
Plenty.
Here I'm saying we're loving it. It does seem to be a little bit quieter if I look at the stock levels now, but that may be just a temporary thing. It's obviously going to be a busy spring, but August is a little bit quieter than what we've just come running through. But obviously we're going to pick up a spring.
It would make sense. So if you look at 4 weeks from now, that's school holidays.
Yeah.
Right, so people aren't listing right now for the school holidays. So you've got that distraction in September coming up. There's the 2 weeks of school holidays, 3 weeks for the private guys, and that is a distraction. But when it's back to the Super Saturdays.
Yep, can't wait.
And look, if you're someone considering selling, you need to be on the phone talking to these guys because 53% of the market, did you say? 54%
of the market for July. I think it equated to something like 44, 43 for the whole year so far.
Yeah, but the reason I can confidently say that is because you heard they're calling all the buyers back. That's what you want, agents who are doing those things. They're really servicing you as the client and making sure good things happen.
Finding out what their objection is or what their hesitation is. You can talk your way around it quite often. There's just get on with it. Just chase.
Now, I always ask you, have you changed any processes, introduced anything new?
No. What works is still working.
Yep. Mostly
just what you've reiterate again. The chase for the buyers is paramount at the moment.
Yeah. So if you want to see what they're doing, give them a call. Drop in. Thinking of selling, you want an agent that chases your buyers. So. Congratulations on another great month.
Thank you.
And we might be back here again next month.
I'm going to have a nap now because we went out and celebrated our 3 months last night. So thank you, Paul. I'm feeling a little bit.
I think.
A few reds.
We've got through that pretty quick as usual. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Thank you.